Hey everyone, how are you today? You might be watching this in 2028 or 2027 or 2030. I don't know. But it is July 3rd, 2025 right now. And if you watched July 2nd's video, you know that I did not go in good detail on the AI use part to set up smart campaigns. So that's what today's video is going to be. It'll be shorter than July 2nd's because I'm not going to go through the details of putting it into my CRM and creating the smart plan. I use Lofty. So if you use Lofty, you can look at yesterday, July 2nd, 2025's video, and you can see the process of creating the smart plan in Lofty. Today, you are just going to see the real time creation of the smart plan using AI. Sometimes it goes super smooth, super easy. I don't know if today's will or not because I haven't done this one yet at all. I didn't even do a trial run. Sometimes it takes some patience in rewording of things and asking for more clarification or giving the AI more clarification to get the results that you're looking for. And yesterday's smart plan that I created that I did super quickly because I had already done it before um, was for individuals looking for their home value, so potential sellers. Today's is going to be more generic uh, for the type of person that it's going to go to. It's going to go to my whole database or everyone that's given me permission to contact them anyway. And it is going to be seasonal, holiday touch points. So, like happy summer, summer solstice, happy winter, happy spring, happy 4th of July, happy Thanksgiving, happy like whatever holidays are coming up or coming around. It's just going to be a quick, um, like, hey there, I'm still here. I'm still the real estate agent you should be calling if you decide you want to buy or sell. Um, and I hope that you're enjoying your holiday type of thing. I don't want it to be marketing. It's just to be, like they see your face, they see your name type of content. So it's going to go to my whole database. It'll be several times a year because, we have holidays or special events or whatever throughout the year. And while my other smart plans include manual contacts, like reminders to reach out that I put local events in, this one's going to be more like calendar season event based. Okay. So it's going to be things that happen every year. So winter holidays, things like that. All right, so let me share my screen. Hopefully I'm on the right one and we will get started and you will be able to, oh my goodness, where did my screen go? And you will be able to see real time using AI to guide you through that. I don't use them word for word. I frequently change them because I don't always love the wording. Um, but for the most part, they're pretty usable. So you'll get to see real time the struggles and the simplicity of using AI to assist you with that. So I'm using Google's AI Gemini. You can use whatever one you like to use. What is their Bard and Grok and Chat GPT and Epic. Even we even have our own here at Epic that you can use. I haven't used that one a whole lot yet. So for this purpose, I'm using the one I've used frequently because I don't want to be trying to learn to navigate it or figure it out uh, while I'm doing this because I'll already be figuring out how to get it to give me what I'm looking for, right? So I always start out by telling the AI who I am and what my goals are kind of. So let's start with that. So I'm going to tell Gemini that I am a real estate agent in Michigan. Why am I telling it my location? Because maybe there are some things that are specific to Michigan that it could help include, right? Because it's going to scour the web for me and help me find the stuff I want to include in this. I want to set up a drip campaign in my CRM, not my arm, CRM, that will automatically send out emails or text messages or both. And I tell it that because there are times that I think it will be good to give them both out, both like send it both out in the same time or around the same time, because a lot of people may not check their email. So sending them a text message like happy holidays or happy summer, whatever, might get them to see their email. Maybe not. Maybe they'll only see your text message. Either way, I want to get contact with my database regularly. For seasonal calendar events, guess that would be what we should call it, right? If not, it'll give us, remember, we're learning, we're teaching the AI to give us what we want, and finding the right words to do that sometimes can be weird. For both for seasonal calendar events and holiday events throughout the year. I want it to be perpetual so that once it is created, it will keep in touch with them year after year. And I would like it to include at least one touch point per month of the year. These start with January and go through December in order of the months to create touch points for the year. All right. If you use AI a lot, you're probably sitting there thinking like, this wording could be better or this wording could be worse. If you haven't used AI a lot, you might be going, oh, you could include all of that. You can include even more information than that. But I think that's a good start for now. So we're going to do this search and we're going to see what they create. And don't mind me, I'm going to go take a bite of my lunch. Now, one thing I really like when I do this, and this happens in all the different AIs that this happens in a couple of AIs that I've used. I like that when I give it this request, it starts out by giving you some tips. And all of them don't do this, I don't think. Some they might now, but they haven't always. So it gives you some general tips. So like always using your client contact's first name. In my CRM, that's super easy because I can put it in as a variable and it fills it for me automatically. Also segmenting it, that's pretty cool too, because of the type of plan that I'm doing this time. I am not going to do that. It's just going to be to everyone. A call to action. Call to actions are great. And I'm guessing that it will include those for me. I may or may not include them on every single one because it may not be relevant. Okay. Value driven. This case, we're not looking for value driven. In this case, we're just looking for that touch point. Multi-channel. See, I said email or text. It could give me some social media. I could ask it for social. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Good idea. So when you're doing this, you can also tell it you want social media posts. And it will give you ideas for that as well. So then you can set those up in whatever platform you use to schedule out your posts. Thank you, Gemini, for that information. Track and automate. So that's a really good thing to remember, is that sometimes it's good to go back and look and see the analysis of these touch points, right? All right, let's see what it gave us. So we've got touch point 1, an email for a happy new year. Super easy. Touch point 2, optional. Yeah, you could do a text message to go with that. February, love your home. Oh, I like that. So Valentine's Day, instead of being all lovey-dovey, right? It's saying like, what can you do to love your home? I like that. That's cute. Um, oh yeah, look. So this one gave us a call to action with a home winter ma Oh, I have a tip for you too in just a minute. But let's look through this year first, and then I'll go back and give you that tip. Hopefully I don't forget. Okay, so in February, it's got loving your home. Love that with a call to action and an optional text message. I love that it's given me both for all of them so far. So that way I can choose the months that I want to include a text message, or I can include them for all of them. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what I decide when I go in and set that up, which I'm not going to do on this video. Remember, we did that already. You can go watch yesterday's video to see that. All right, spring, love it. Tax time, yes, love it. Okay, May, outdoor living. So in Michigan in May, it's still questionable if you're going to be doing outdoor living unless you like cold, but it's a great time to prep for that. So it's a good time to talk about it. June, summer. Yes, summer's here. Love it. Home maintenance. Always love home maintenance emails. I do love that even though I said I just wanted it to be like a touch point about the season of the holiday, that it's actually including value automatically for me. Love that. This is why I started using AI to create these, because coming up with these on your own becomes very overwhelming and time consuming. And you saw how fast this happened. Independence Day and staycation. So if you don't want to have to go deal with all the travelers for this time of the year, which happens to be like tomorrow, this is a nice way to say like, hey, yeah, your home is a great place to hang out for a holiday. August, back to school and pre-fall prep, love it. September, autumn colors and fall market update, love it. Um, October, so Halloween time. November, I love that it's focused on gratitude for the Thanksgiving. December, holiday cheer and year-end reflection. I love that it includes year-end reflection because um, not everybody maybe celebrates super holidays, but it is a good time to reflect on the calendar year for you, right? Okay, so I may change some of these, but so far I really like what it came up with. I may not use all the text messages, I may use them all, I may not use all the call to actions. But as you can see, this went super fast. If I didn't like them, like if I said, I don't want it to be specific on Thanksgiving, right? Or I don't want it to include back to school, I could simply ask it to remove back to school and Thanksgiving and keep everything else the same. And it would give me a new setup, right? So perfect. Um, you can have it create each of these emails for you. Because I'm doing it in Lofty, I won't do that. What I do is I just copy and paste into Lofty when I'm creating the smart plan. But the tip I want to share with you. So let's go back up here to, what was it? February? No, March. No, right here. In January, it said download your free winter home maintenance checklist here. Do you have a winter home maintenance checklist? You might, but if you don't, okay, so you don't have a home maintenance checklist for winter, you can say, you mentioned a winter home maintenance checklist. I would like you to create checklist relevant for Michigan homeowners. And I'm saying Michigan because if you're in Florida, your winter checklist could be very different than your Michigan winter checklist. If you're in California, if you're in Southern California versus Northern California, if you're in Canada, if you are in Mexico, your winter checklist for your home could be quite different than your one for Michigan. So I always like to be specific on where it is, right? Okay. I would like you to create that checklist relevant for Michigan homeowners for me. in a downloadable format. And then I'm going to tell it to do that for me. And it's going to tell me just a minute. I'm going to go search that. All right, so clean gutters and downspouts, disconnect and store hoses, shut off exterior faucets and valves, inspect your roof and chimney, store outdoor furniture. Oh, love it. Interior. This is so great. So one thing you should do is go through and review it. I would check each item and make sure that it is accurate. And if you're not sure because you don't know, do a search and see, or ask someone who might know if you're not sure if this is accurate or not. And then if you look here, it says downloadable format. So to make this truly downloadable, you would save it as a PDF, host, upload to a PDF. So what I usually do for these, because of the way our websites are through Lofty, is I can either make it a document and put it in Google Drive and make it shareable to anyone who clicks the link, or to give your website a little bit more SEO, a little bit more oomph, I would do this as a blog on the website, and then I would use the link to that blog, getting people again to your website in that email for this product, for this value add to your email message. And then you could do that for any of the other call to actions that have like a product or a value add that they might want to click on. Let's see if there's any more on here that I can see real quick. For my back to school one, I would include, I do back to school calendars. I don't have any sitting here where I can reach them. Nope, I do not have one on the desk. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Well, I have last year's. So I do back to school magnet calendars. These are magnets. You can see it. These are magnets and they're back to school calendars. I offer those to the community for free. I either give them away at our festival in the fall, in August, summer. And I also allow people to request them and I mail them out. So in my August back to school pre-fall prep, I would include that. I would also include information about my back to school drive so that people can either donate supplies, donate funds to buy supplies, or if they're a family in need, they can request assistance with their back to school supplies. So that's one thing I would add in there. So I would have a link to the form to do those things in my August. I do like this where it's asking for them to share with you. That looks like the only one in this. Yeah, that looks like the only one that they included in here that would be like a value grab, another, like a link to something specific. So, so yeah, I think that that's probably it. And you could do this for anything. You could do this for buyers to send out to renters that you know, or to potential buyers that have come through your website or that you found through whatever. You could do this, like say I'm a Georgia real estate agent and I want to set up a drip campaign in my CRM that will automatically touch base with my buyer clients for the next year. And I want them to do it once a month, or for the next 3 years. And I would like to do it once a month. I would like it to include emails and text messages, but not both in the same month, so that it will alternate them for you. And then say, what else? Then tell it what you want it to, like what your goal is. So I want to stay front of mind to renters that will potentially be first-time home buyers, or I would like to stay front of mind for homeowners who may need to sell and buy a new house for whatever reason. Whatever it is you want, tell it that. and then go through the responses that it gives you. And if you don't like something that it's done, tell it you don't like it and ask it to adjust that for you. So I will do that with one right now. I will say, do not include back to school for Thanksgiving specific for those months. Otherwise, keep everything the same. So I'm going to tell it to adjust that. I would use back to school and I would probably use Thanksgiving, but I'm just using this as an example of how you can edit that. So it's talking about all the things we talked about already. It's already got the Valentine's and the spring. And then let's get down to August and see what it says. August, summer's end and pre-fall prep. Perfect. So it says summer's winding down, prepare your Michigan home for a new season, tips for organizing spaces and preparing seasonal transitions. Consider a change of scenery this season. Let's explore your options. So it gives you that little bit of thing. Early fall maintenance reminders. So you could create another maintenance list and have it as a blog on your website or a document in your Google Drive for them to access. And then Thanksgiving, so November. So a time for reflection and cozy homes in Michigan. Focus on gratitude and the comfort of home. Offer tips for preparing your home for holiday guests or energy saving tips for colder months. Okay, so this one just says like offer tips, right? So I don't want to just like come up with my own tips. So I'm going to say in November, you say to offer tips for preparing your home for holiday guests or energy. If I could type today, saving tips for the colder months. Please, gosh, fingers, please create 2 sets of tips. One for preparing for holiday guests and one for energy saving. Energy saving actions for the home. To share with my contacts. All right. So that one just said give them tips. Well, I don't want to just give them tips. So, I mean, I do. I want to give them tips, but I don't want to sit there and come up with them. All right. So I've got preparing your tip for holiday guests. And then I've got energy saving tips for your Michigan home this winter. So now I can just create this into a document. I can create it into a blog on my website and I can make it a link. Like in my email, I can say, if you're looking for tips for preparing your home for holiday guests, click here. If you're looking for energy saving actions for your home as we lead into fall, click here and they will get those tips. They can get them both. They can get one. They can get neither. They'll be on your blog or in your Google Drive or wherever you store documents that you share with clients through a link, and they will have that information that you offer. So I hope this helps you get started in getting those smart plans, those drip campaigns set up in your CRM so that you can be front of mind with all of your potential clients that you have in your database, whether they are your family, your friends, your neighbors, people you've met at events, people you have marketed to, people that came through lead sources. If you have done, my brain has lost the word, but if you've done marketing in a geographic area, any of those ways that you have gathered contact information for people, you can set this up. You can also, if you want to make it fully automated, I believe it will set up in Lofty. If you use Lofty, I have not used this feature yet, but there is an option to send a letter or send a card. And it is a cost because it's sent out through not you doing it yourself. I'm not sure that it can be automatic. It might have to be like manual. You go in and approve it or create it or whatever. But that would even be an option if you want to say send out that Happy New Year card as a physical card, or if you want to send a reflection of the year type of fun letter or letter to your clients. That can be done through there. You can also set up manual actions in your CRM drip campaign that pop up as a reminder to you to go and mail them a holiday card or mail them a handwritten letter or whatever it is you want to physically give to them, whether it's a pop by, a mail thing, whatever. So you can set those up in your as part of your drip campaign so that it just reminds you that every year on this date you should be going to this person who you helped buy a house, and dropping off pop by. Or if you do them throughout the year, you can set those up in there too. You can pick the people you want to do it, and it will pop up and remind you that these are the people getting pop bys from you. All right. I hope this helps you put AI to use to help you get those smart plans and drip campaigns set up. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Soldbytracyb.com. You can find me, communityagents.com. You can find me, Tracy Butcher Realtor at gmail.com. You can email me. You can call me. My phone number's on the website, on my social media. It's everywhere. I'm surprised I don't get more spam calls than I do, but trust me, I get a lot. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July on the eve of our 249th birthday of our country. And I will talk to you. I will talk to you later. I hope you have a fantastic, just trying to close, sorry. It wouldn't close the window. I couldn't see. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your summer. And I hope this assists you in staying front of mind with all of your potential clients and helps you grow the business that you know you want. Talk to you later. Have a good one.